Good morning, traders. I'm getting in late today. It's Tuesday, January 20th, 2015. And trying to see where code 2 is. It's a little bit tricky today. What I'm going to do is I've got code 1 figured out. I'm going to take some code 1 entries and see if I can find code 2. I think code 2 should be up. Yeah, it should be up. Code 2 should be saying go long. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for code 1 entries to go long. And I know what the code 1 is right now. I'm pretty sure I know what it is. So I'm going to take those entries to go long, and then I'm just going to hold it. And we'll calculate what I can get depending upon my entry, what I can get from my exit. So that's how I'm going to play it today. For you code 2 traders out there, let's see here my charting service. It looks like I'll have to calculate it, but it looks like you were ahead quite a bit, and then it reversed position. So we'll have to adjust our code 2. But let's take a look at it in hindsight and see what it really is. Because right now I'm not entirely certain. It should be up though. So I'm going to come back. I'm going to take a code 1 entry. Hopefully it'll be a long entry. And then I'm going to plan to hold it for a big trade. I'll be back shortly. I'm looking at the chart here, and I nailed the code 2, Euro code 2, on the charting yesterday. Exactly what I said would happen happened. And the USA, I got that one right too, but it did not go the full 100 ticks. Let's see, it went about 40 ticks. About 40 ticks, that's all. And then now it has it's changed. That code 2 is no longer valid. So it is a different code 2 now, and we should be moving up here instead of down. But I am going to follow code 1 at this point. I'm pretty sure I've got code 1 figured out, and I'm going to follow it here now. And I'm just going to do what it says. If it says to go short, I'll go short. If it says go long, I'll go long. Because at this point it's sitting on the fence, it'll probably give the direction it's going to go, and then it'll go in that direction. So I probably could just hold that trade and hold it for the full code 2. So then all I got to do is figure out, if it goes short, I can figure out what the code 2 is. If it goes long, I can figure out what the code 2 is, and then I can figure out what the exit is. And then I'll put my exit there and go for however many ticks that is for me. So that's my plan. But I'll tell you, I really wish I could get into that Euro time zone where I could play the Euro code 2, because that was good for, let's see, 160 ticks, it looks like. About 160 ticks or so off the Euro code 2. Oh, no, almost 200. Yeah, 160 ticks, that's right. 160 ticks off the Euro code 2. And I nailed it on the charting service. So for those who are following my charting service and playing the Euro code 2, you nailed it last night. Those of you playing the USA code 2, looks like you were up about 40 ticks or so before it reversed direction on you. So should have broke even on that trade, or maybe took something off the table, but technically you break even on a trade like that. And now you could figure out what code 1 is, like I have, and take a code 1 entry in what should be a long. I'd be surprised if it was a short, but you never know. I'll follow the code. If the code says go short, I'll go short and try to hold it. Or I can go for 20 ticks. I'll be back shortly. So obviously my charting service can make you a lot of money, that's for sure. I just need to get myself into a different time zone where waking up early is not a chore like it is for me now. I just move to the East Coast, I suppose, my best option. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, I have taken a short position here. It's not the way that I thought it was going to go, but that's what the code says. Gotta follow the code. Let me, I'm going to place a stop. I'll be right back. Okay, I've got a stop on it here. At 08, it's already moving against me. I may have this wrong. I may have the code 1 wrong. Be right back. Okay, it looks like I have the code 1, the code 1 wrong here. See if it gets me or not. It's moving a little slow at the moment. Okay, I'm going to come right back. I want to take a look at something. Need to figure out what the code is if that is wrong. This thing is really radical writing through here. It was all the way down here and then it just shot back up. It's really radical through here. Okay, just got me. So I must have had the code wrong. So what I need to do now is go figure out what it is, and so I can take a successful entry into it. So let me go figure that out. I'll be right back. They are using a really weird code. They don't usually use this code, but I figured it out what it is. So here we go. It's not the way I thought it was going to go. I thought it was going to go up for the code 2. But it looks to be a weird code today. I'm not sure exactly what's going on today, to be honest. It's a weird one. But I'm just going to use a code 1 entry here. I'm going to wait till it gets down to about, right around here or so. And then I'll place a break-even stop on it and I'll just let it go. It'll either keep on going or it won't. I'm going to play a bit conservative here. Okay, break-even stop will be placed at 47.04. I'm going to wait till it gets down to about, right about there, about 94, 92, something like that. Let's say about 92. I'll place a break-even stop on it. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, it's there, it goes. So I'm going to place the stop on it now at 47.04. Let me just take a look at the code for a second. Let's see, what are the chances of it coming back up? What are we in here? Hang on one second, I'll be right back. Okay, because of the way the 10-minute looks, it's a straight down bar on the 10-minute. I can't really have time to show it to you. It's safe to place a break-even stop now. It's either going to continue down or it won't. So I'm going to place it at 47.04 right now. $47.04 on the stop. Okay, break-even stop is in place. We're letting this thing go now. Now I need to calculate code 2 and see what I can get from this. So stand by. I'm going to pause the video. I'll be right back. It's already coming all the way back up on me here. It's a tricky one today. It's a choppy day already. Okay, if this gets me, I'm just going to back off to 20 ticks, and we'll go for 20 ticks on the code 1. It's about the best I'm going to be able to do today, because it's just too choppy. Okay, I'm going to pause the video. I'll come back. Okay, it just got me for break even. So I'm going to use the code. I know what it is, but I'm going to recheck it again in a second. But let's go ahead and change the exits to 20. And that way, I'll just go for 20. I would have gotten 20 right there if I'd have went for, if I'd have taken the exit at 20. So for right now, I'm just going to go into code 1 mode, because I still can't tell where code 2 is for sure. And with that uncertainty, I don't even know which way to go. So I'm just going to take the code 1 entries, whichever way it gives, and take 20 ticks off at each time. When code 2 fails, and I can't figure out what code 2 is, and I can't get a successful entry into it, then I'll just fall back onto code 1. Code 1 works great. Just got to be able to figure it out. Let me go recalculate code 1 and make sure I've got it right. So I'll be right back. Just want to show you really quick the chop that's taking place here. There's some chop going on. There's a 10-minute. Look at that chop line. Now that's what I call some chop. And I still cannot tell mathematically what the code 2 is. That's how choppy it is. But I'm pretty sure I know what code 1 is, so I'm prepared to take another code 1 entry, but because of the chop, I'm only going to go for 20 ticks. I'm not going to try to hit a code 2 trade at this point, because mathematically I don't even know which way it is. So, time to go into code 1, 20 tick mode. I'll be back. I was just on the phone and I just missed this move. It just happened. But that's okay. And now at least know what code 2 is. It was a long position. So this is what's good about tracking it, so that we can track it and start to nail it. Nailed the Euro code 2 yesterday. Today was off on the USA. So I am going to use a code 1 entry to take a position into this. I don't know at this point whether it will be a long or a short position. Doesn't really matter. All that matters is I get 20 ticks from it. So I'll be back shortly. Okay, I have taken a short position here. Code 1 short position. Just going for a quick 20 ticks. Calculating my stop. And it's a big stop. It's like 16 ticks. I'll play a break-even trade at about 12 ticks ahead. So 32, about 22, I'll play a break-even trade. 47.33. Preparing to stop now. Okay. When it hits about 22, 47.22, I'll place a stop at 47.33 and let it go. It'll either hit the exit at that point at 20 ticks, or it will hit the break-even stop. One of the two. It's a way to play conservative on this code 1 entries. And the ones that just keep going, you hit, no problem. And the ones that come back on you and go back the other way, you get break even. It's a good conservative way to play. Okay, here we go. Getting ready to place a stop. Did it go 22? It did. 47.33 on the stop. 47.33 on the stop. Okay, it's either break even or hit the exit from this point forward. Can't lose on the trade. And it's either break even or hit the exit. And you know, a certain percentage of these will hit the break even, a certain percentage will hit the exit. Just depends on what kind of a day it is. Like on a choppy day like today, you're going to be more apt to hit that break even, but you're also more apt to go back the other way and have a losing trade. So this is a way to stop the losing trades from happening mathematically, but allow the winners to happen. But on a choppy day, it's going to be frustrating because it's going to come back and chop you, come back and chop you, come back and chop you. So it's going to get frustrating. But this is a way to protect from having a really bad day on a choppy day like today. You can see where we are here in the 10-minute, give you a better perspective. It's a lot of chop. See that big huge line, that big huge line? We're in a choppy territory now. So under this chop, it's appropriate to play tight break-even stops on 10-12 ticks off of code 1 because we're in risky territory. Code 2 has already made it 100 ticks, so code 2 is really it's not a play anymore. It's just about code 1 now. And you can see I'm just going for it. Whether it hits it, whether it doesn't, I'm just going to go for it. It's a mathematical play. If it's going in the right direction, it probably should hit it. If it doesn't, just like that, if it doesn't, then it goes back and hits the break even. And if it's going to be a reversal, which on a choppy day, you know, you can get a lot of those on a choppy day, then it's going to break. It's going to stop you from having a losing day. That's why it's appropriate to get aggressive on the stop. Even when it comes back and chops you out, and you say, I shouldn't have done it, shouldn't have done it, shouldn't have done it. It's always to protect you. And then on the winners, you hit them, like I just did. You see how I've broken this down to a simple game of logic and math? That's all it is. All the other stuff is just noise. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back and I'm going to take another code 1 entry, and then I'm going to continue to take a few code 1 entries today, because I know I've been focusing just on the code 2, and today I wasn't able to hit it. I tried going for it, but I wasn't able to hit it. It's choppy day, that's why. And but I know what the code 1 is, and I can easily figure code 1 out. It's very simple for me. And you know, like this morning, it took me about 5 minutes to figure what the code was. So you can get good like that too, and be able to figure it right out. And so I'm going to take code 1 entries and make a couple more trades, successful trades, show how well code 1 works. You know, you can't hit the code 2, then hit the code 1. You can make every day a successful day if you know, almost every day. Don't try to make every day, because then you try to push a bad day. You don't ever want to do that. But on good days, absolutely. Got the code nailed. Take one successful trade after another. So I'll come back and take some more trades. On that last trade, didn't it look like it was going to keep going down? And then look what happened. It's gone back up. This is very choppy. It's going up and down, a choppy motion again. And but look at where my exit was. I think it was at like 12. It went down to 10. So you see the code goes for 20 ticks. The code makes it 20 ticks. threading the needle, but it makes it. Cool, huh? Okay, I'll be back. Okay, I have taken a long position here, and I'm going long for 20 ticks. Again, I'm going to play aggressive on the entry. I'm going to put a break-even stop on it once I get ahead about 12 ticks. So that puts me 23, say about 35. Where did it go to? 31? That was close. So as it gets to 35, I'll place a break-even stop at 47.24. Going for 20 ticks on this trade. 20 tick code 1 trade. Checking the code. Look good. Okay, here we go. I'm going to place the stop as soon as it breaks there at 47.24. Calculating my out. My stop is not too bad. I'll be right back. I'm going to place the stop. I'll be right back. Okay, stop is in place. Stop is in place just in case I'm wrong. I've been known to be wrong before. Okay, I think I know what's happening. Okay, we just had a... Uh-oh, I'm in trouble. We just had a code change, and it just went shallow. Okay, but the code is still intact, so if I get stopped, I get stopped. I'll just have to recalculate the code and come up with it and start taking entries. It's not a problem. But my mathematics has gone down a little bit. Yep. Oh, darn. But I knew that going into that trade that it was a little more risky because of the code change. You know, in my charting service, you see this very easily, but it's still intact. It's not over with yet, but the math on it is a little bit reduced. But if it takes off going up here, we'll be in good shape. I do want to get a break-even stop on this thing, though. So it goes back up here again. I'm going to place it. It's choppy. It's choppy out there. But I've got a relatively tight stop. It's 11 ticks. It's not too bad. It's better than 20, right? Almost being able to put 20 in half. So that really helps to keep the losses small and then to hit the winners. I'm just hoping this thing is going to shoot up here. I'm going to place a break-even stop on it and let it go. It's choppy though, as you can see. Very choppy. Look at the 10-minute. Just look at that. It's just chop. Chop, chop, chop. And the problem is I got a good code 1 entry, but we got a code change. So now we're going by a new code. It's just depending upon whether it's going to continue to go up or whether it's going to change and go to a new direction. It's a possibility. That's why this trade by its very nature is risky. I want to get a break-even stop on it as soon as possible. It's going to go down on me. This thing is so choppy. Oh, man. Alright. Okay, so we've got the code change. So now I've got to figure out what it is again. No big deal. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a break for a little bit. And then I'm going to calculate the code And I'll come back, I'll start taking some more code 1 entries. I'll take a couple more today. Couple code 1 entries. Get about maybe 40 ticks ahead or so today. And then that'll be it. Not such a good day today. I couldn't hit the code 2. But not every day can you hit it. This is one of those days where I just couldn't hit it. But I'll hit a couple code 1s and then call it a day. So I'll come back. It has definitely not been an easy day today, that's for sure. This thing is all over the place. Let's go to the 10-minute chart and give you some perspective of where we are. Look at the chop today. Massive chop, and then this line straight down. I mean, it's just all over the place today. But let's see if we can't get a trade on this thing. The power of knowing the code system. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I have taken a short entry here. Code 1 says go down. So I am short, just going for a quick 20 ticks. I am, of course, just like before, going to play aggressive on the break-even stop. I'm going to wait till it gets down to, let's see, 09, let's say about 07. 07 gives it 12 ticks. So it gets down here. And then I'll place the break-even stop at 47.18. The code says that this move down is going to continue some more. Hopefully enough to get 20 ticks. Otherwise, you never know how far they'll continue. But the code says it's an entry into it. But I am going to play aggressive, though. It might only go about 12 ticks and then reverse. And I don't want to get caught in the reversal. So once it hits 12 ticks, break-even stop will be in place. Need to calculate my out. Okay. I'm going to place a stop at my out right now. Stop in place. I'll readjust that to a break-even stop once it breaks below. Let's see what it's going to do. Taking a look at it. Hang on a second, I need to bring up my other chart. It looks, it looks pretty good. It just needs to come down and break this bottom right here of 13, and it'll look good. It should slide down. I'm going to place a break-even stop at 47.18. As soon as it does, preparing stop. $47.18 on the stop. Come on, go break. Go on. I don't like this. Yeah, I don't like this. It's too close. As soon as it breaks down again, one more time down to 13, I'm going to place a stop at 47.18. It may come back and hit me, but I'm going to give it a chance. Okay, placing it now. If it comes back up, it comes back up. Otherwise, it's going to drop through. It's too close to the... You'd have to understand how the code works. But it's too close right now. It's either going to drop or it's not. If it's not, then there's too good of a chance it's going to come back up. It's going to make a reversal. I don't want to be in when it does. There it goes. You know, if you are part of my charting, you'll see this over and over and over again. This right here, this classic reversal. So basically what that means is that the move down had already taken place, and the follow-up code to go short just wasn't good for very much. And it went shallow, and now it's reversing position off of another code. And so therefore, you know, I don't want to be in it. Okay, so I am going to come back, and I'll take another trade. Alright, we got a code 1 long entry here, but I am not going to take it because my stop would be too great, too much of a stop, therefore too much of a loss if wrong, and therefore I don't want to take this trade. This is one I'm just going to pass up on because I've got a long entry and yet the code is very, very choppy, up and down, real bad. So if I do get caught into some chop, I'm going to take a big loss. Not worth the risk. When I can take a small loss and hit 20 ticks, it's worth the risk. 1-to-1, especially in this chop, is no good. So I'm going to pass up on that trade, and I'm going to look for something better. I'll be back. It may just be that it's too choppy today to trade, and I may just have to stop with what I've got because it's choppy. It's really, really bad. Okay, take a look. So for instance, I had got a code 1 long entry, but it was really offset, so it's really a short entry. And in order to find that out, you would have had to pay a steep price in order to find that out. So that really helps not to go on the big ones. And also, now at least we know what it is. So we can increase our mathematics into the next one. By the way, the other trade, the original one I went short on, and then it came back and got my break-even stop, that trade is actually technically still good. And I believe it would have hit the exit now for 20 ticks. So it took all that time, but that trade actually did work. I just got a break-even stop hit, but the stop wouldn't have gotten hit. See, it only went to 28. My stop was at 29. So the stop wouldn't have gotten hit at 29, and it would have made the exit, I believe, right there. Or it would have, yeah, 29, it was 11, so it was like 19, or no, maybe not. It would have come close. I don't think it quite hit it yet, maybe. It's tight. It's tight, and it's choppy. Take a look at the 10-minute. This is really the kind of day to stay out. I mean, even code 1's having a tough time not even hitting the exits off code 1 because it's just so choppy. That is a lot of chop today. Look at that. And that's likely to continue. Whenever you get a choppy day, it's likely to be a choppy day the whole time. All of a sudden, it'll make this big move really quick. All of a sudden, you know. But it's hard to get in on something like that. So it's really not such a good day to trade. I'm probably just going to shut it down for today and produce the charting service. And, you know, it's just a choppy, bad day. No big deal. Consistency, the name of the game. And then I'll come out and then watch tomorrow. Tomorrow could be a good day. Like, watch. Let's see where we are on the daily here, right? You know, tomorrow it could come out and it could drop down. It could go down, go short. It could drop way down. Or whatever. It might go back up here again, double top. Whatever it does, there's a good chance it'll move instead of chopping up and down, like you can see very clearly on the 10-minute. The Eurocode was good. Eurocode was, you know, this is a sweet move. this has just been very choppy. So anyway, I may come back and do another trade. If not, I'll come back and close this video out. Okay, I've taken a code 1 short entry here. Calculate my stop. I'm going to place that now. They might not give me a chance here. Stop. Stop in place. Checking it. Yep, stops in place. Okay, let's see if this thing's gonna fly here. Or did I get it wrong? Oh, brother, this thing is so choppy today. It is just, it's Chop City. I shouldn't have taken a trade. You know, whenever it's choppy, you shouldn't try your luck. Because it's likely just to stay choppy. Darn. Okay, I think I'm going to have to call it a day here. It's just too choppy for me. There's no reason to trade on such a choppy day like this. Okay, let me pause the video. I'll come back. I'm going to stop it. I'm going to stop trading if it hits my stop. I'm just going to call it a day. No big deal. Today's a bad day. I'm not going to let it become a really bad day. It's choppy. No reason to trade. Okay, it just got me. I'm not sure what's going on. It's so choppy, and I must have had the code wrong, I guess. I'm not sure exactly. Or it's so choppy that the code is just not going anywhere. I don't really know. All I know is that it's just super choppy, and even with the code, I can't make any money today. So I'm just going to call it a day and come out tomorrow, which, you know, mathematically speaking, most likely won't be choppy like it is today. I mean, it could be, but usually it won't be. So tomorrow will probably be a good day, maybe even an easy day. You got easy days, you got hard days. No reason for me to keep pushing and try to make money on a day that's just no good. So I'm just going to stop, trade tomorrow, and most likely tomorrow will be good. But if it's not, and if it's another hard day like this, then I'll just stop and wait for the next day. But those days will come, and then it'll be easy. Don't lose all your money on a bad day. That's where most everybody goes wrong. Is they have a bad day, just one bad day, and then they lose all the money on that bad day. Or they have a good day, but they only take a small little amount because they only needed 10 ticks. Could have made 100 ticks that day, but they only needed 10. But then every day you lose, it's easy to lose 10, and you can even lose 20 or 30 or 40. Then you're way down. Then you only get 10 back, then you're still way down. And if you get 10 more back, you're still down. And 10 more back, now you just finally broke even. See, mathematically, it doesn't work. So you have to get the mathematics in your favor. This is a bad day. I can't get the math in my favor right. So no reason to lose more than I've already lost, which relatively speaking isn't that much. So I just count it as a small little loss for today. Come out tomorrow, I could easily hit $5,000 tomorrow, or $3,000, or $2,000, and come out back ahead again. So anyway, I just want to show you and teach you and talk about how real trading works, because every day is different. So don't expect one day to be like the next day, because it's usually never is. Some days are back to back, like good days, where it'll be an easy day, it'll just go short and it'll go down, or something like that, or vice versa, go long. But just as a general rule, just think that every day is going to be different, and what kind of a day it is. Tomorrow, though, I'm going to come out and try to hit code 2, just like I'm normally doing, because now that I'm tracking it, I can see what code 2 is, and I'll try to hit it tomorrow for 100 ticks. If that fails, I'll switch back like I did today and resort to Code 1 trades, which today is just super choppy. So anyway, I'll be back tomorrow. Happy trading out there, traders, and so hope this is a good lesson just to hang in there and don't let it get to you, and just continue on, and then the days will get easier again. Don't lose all your money on a bad day. Accept that you're going to have bad days, and there's nothing you can do about it. You don't need to break even. You don't need to make money today. Just walk away. Tomorrow be an easy day. Hit a big one. Code 2. You're all done. Okay, or just come out Code 1, hit 2, 3, 4 trades in a row, and you're way ahead. You're all done. Okay, I'll be back tomorrow. Happy trading, traders. I'm in right here to go short. Just went short at 63 right there. Looks like it's going to drop. That's a Code 1 short entry right there. Let's see if this thing doesn't drop big. It's been moving really big lately, and it might drop really big here. I should be going for more than 20. I'll just keep it at the 20. Actually, let me increase it. No, I'm going to keep it at the 20. I'm going to keep it right at the 20 there. It's been really super choppy. So keeping it at the 20 is appropriate. And I might take another trade to go back the other way too. So I take 20 off the table there, then go back the other way. We'll see what it does. Okay, I'm going to come right back. It's coming down here. Looks like it's ready to take a dive. There it goes. Almost hit it. 44. Max it's at 43. Almost got me. Come on. A little further. Just going to hold it out there. It's got a good chance of hitting it. Good chance of hitting it. There it goes. Okay, so I may take another trade here. I'll be right back. I need to take a look at something. Okay, I'm going to call it the end of the day today. I'm up 440. Didn't really make anything today. But I'll be back tomorrow to take some more trades. Happy trading out there, traders.